Hey guys, Matthew Hollis here with 365 Films. The film that I'm reviewing today is Room, starring Brie Larson and Jacob Tremblay. And really the whole film is about these two characters kind of stuck in this room or this shed. Brie Larson's character gets taken at the age of 17 by this kidnapper and put in this room, and she lives 7 years there, like I said. And in that time, she has a son with the kidnapper, played by Jacob Tremblay, incredibly. And he really doesn't know anything else outside of this room. His mom really puts him in this right mindset, so he thinks everything outside of room really doesn't exist. And there's even scenes where he's like watching the TV and stuff like that, and doesn't know that that stuff is real. He thinks it's all fake, or he thinks it's all a dream. And by doing that, Ma, the character that Brie Larson plays, or Joy, she really makes sure that her son is kind of shaded from all of the bad stuff that's happening. And this film, at first, I thought really shied away from a lot of the stuff. I thought it was going to be a lot darker than it was, but then I realized that the whole entire film actually is from the child's perspective, and he just doesn't know any better, just like a 5-year-old wouldn't. When you think of it from that perspective, the whole film's perfectly shot and perfectly paced from the kid's point of view. Even there's specific scenes in the film where he goes into this wardrobe, and obviously some really bad stuff happens. Old Nick, as he's called, the kidnapper, comes in and stuff like that, and she really kind of tries to hide him from the guy that really is his father. And it's kind of, like I said, it's really dark, but it actually has a ton of incredible scenes in it as far as when they're in the room. I don't want to spoil too much of the story for you guys, but they do plot a way to escape. And when that whole escape scene is kind of going on, and I'm just going to say it right now, you guys, it's one of the best scenes that I've seen in quite a long time. I mean, you feel incredibly tense. That I felt just as tense as I did when I watched the ending of Whiplash. That's another film that I really enjoyed and has kind of that tenseness to it, and so does this film in this particular scene. And I don't want to spoil too much of the plot for you guys, like I said, but they do get out. And when they do get out, that's really when the second act of the film begins. And it's really them kind of coping with being outside. And like I said, most of the film is from Jack's perspective. And by being from Jack's perspective, you really get to see him kind of acclimating to the fact that he's never seen any of this stuff. Everything that he's seeing is the first time that he's ever saw it. And I think that's really cool. And the film also kind of doesn't shy away from the dark parts even after they're out of room. And I think it also ends on a really nice note as well. So if you guys haven't seen Room, I highly suggest you go see it. It's one of the best films of 2015. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for watching this review. I'll have another film for you tomorrow. Appreciate your support.